Tell me you did not see
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can be seated. Good evening. My name is Hunter Hillman, and I would like to welcome you to the 122nd commencement of Grand Rapids High School. I am pleased to introduce the guests seated on the stage. Mr. Matt Gross, Superintendent of Independent School District 318. Dr. Matt Gass, Principal of Grand Rapids High School. Mrs. Sue Akery, Director of Teaching and Learning. Dr. Melissa Barr and Mrs. Wendy Lynn, members of the Board of Education.
Hello, my name is Jordan Coulter, and on behalf behalf of Class of 2021 and their families, I would also like to welcome you to this important occasion. Please join me in acknowledging the teachers in the front row, representing all of the teachers' efforts who have made this day possible. Teachers, please rise and face the audience when your name is called. Christy Bachman, Robert J. Elkington Middle School. Dwayne Giffen, Robert J. Elkington Middle School. Lisa Lutz, Cohasset Elementary. Kathy Fannin, West Elementary. Carrie Thorvig, East Elementary. Teresa Steffens, Counseling. Troy Gunderson, English. Eric Anderson, Mathematics. Gail Gunderson, Music. Randy Griffin, Physical Education and Health. Madeline Melton, Science. Greg Spahn, Social Studies. Jodelle Crecelius, Special Education. Jenna Bodenheimer, Graphic Arts. Jerry Coulter, Special Education. Greg Campbell, Tech Center. Rachel Newman, World Languages. I would also like to thank our parents for the tremendous amount of support they have provided us. Thank you.
Before we move on to our first song, I want to quickly make a recognition of our graduates and everybody in attendance. It takes an entire community of students, educators, families, all pulling in the same direction to ensure the success of the newest citizens of our community. This class, the class of 2021, has worked hard to earn their high school diplomas. They've done so in the midst of a pandemic that has changed the landscape of schools across our entire nation. For over a year, these students have worked alongside their teachers and families to make school work, despite several learning model transitions and barriers to the ways in which we connect with one another. When students across the country stepped away from traditional means of in-person learning over a year ago, they did so alongside friends and classmates. Some of these friends, classmates, and students represented the graduating class of 2020, who experienced an entirely unconventional graduation event last year. We are so fortunate to be here tonight on a beautiful night to celebrate the class of 2021. However, it is fitting that we also take a moment to recognize the many friends, students, sons and daughters of the class of 2020 who last year experienced a very atypical graduation recognition. We are proud of their efforts and the ways in which they worked alongside the class before us tonight. Woo! This year, our community and educators have pulled together to help support our graduates and have helped ensure they are poised to realize their full potential as they venture out into the world. I could not be more proud to serve in a community where citizens support educators, where educators support students, and where students again become citizens that support the education of our youth. Thank you for the support and the love you've offered to the very special young women and men before us. Your care and advocacy has guided these students, who will no longer be students in a very few moments, to this major event in their lives. Tonight, as we all are, I am eager to celebrate the class of 2021 with all of you. And now, the a cappella choir, under the direction of Scott Shrimpton, will sing "Let Your Heart Be Stead" by Z. Randall Stroop.
first student speech this evening is by Noelle Gunderson, and her speech is titled Flickers of Hope.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome Superintendent Gross, members of the school board, principals Das, Hofstad, and Forbort, Grand Rapids faculty and staff, parents and family, and last but not least, the guest of honor, the graduating class of 2021. There is no doubt that our senior year was unconventional, to say the least. Every game, dance, activity, and club had its fair share of uncertainties due to the ongoing pandemic. However, this pandemic and the challenges it created was not the focal point of our year, nor is it the focal point of my message to you all. This graduating class showed unwavering resilience, steadfast perseverance, and tireless strength during the unpredictability of this past year. We focused on what we were given, what we were able to make happen. We found flickers of hope shining brightly through the darkness, something we have been doing since the beginning of elementary school. On the first day of kindergarten, those flickers of hope and excitement ran high. As new backpacks and name brand colored pencils were flaunted around the classroom, thinking about our new teachers, field trips the class might be going on that year, and who we were going to play with at recess was the extent of our worries. As we scampered through elementary school, our flickers of hope were infinite. Each day brought a new set of surprises. Maybe going to the Laurentian Center in 4th grade was the highlight of your elementary school experience, or the bouncy houses on the last day of school, or even Popcorn Fridays. Experiencing the wonders of this new educational world filled our elementary school hearts with hope for what was to come. Then, middle school rolled around, and it was definitely full of learning experiences for all of us. There were, however, countless good memories from middle school, like how we all turned into absolute athletes in 6th grade due to the grade-wide 5K run, swim meet, and track meet all taking place in the same year. Though many people enjoyed the crazy antics of middle school, sometimes those flickers of hope seemed far and few between for others. Nevertheless, we all still held out for our long-awaited freshman year. If the years leading up to high school presented only flickers of hope, then the hopes brought along by being in high school quickly turned into a flame. Our hopes all changed throughout these 4 years. On our first real day of freshman year, when the upperclassmen joined us at school, some of our hopes might have been to not be run over in the hallways during passing time. Students with jobs could have been hoping for a raise or a promotion at their place of work. Maybe those participating in FFA hoped to become an officer. Maybe athletes kept their eyes on playoffs with the hope of section and state glory. If you were in marching band, a visceral hope that many band members might have had was the hope that those Yucatan yellow fences wouldn't be blown over in the wind again. Be that as it may, the flickers of hope that our senior year was supposed to include were reduced to a smolder. We didn't know if there would be section or state competitions. We didn't know if there would be band or choir concerts. We didn't know if we would even be able to run over freshmen in the halls during passing time. And yet, somehow, we could still see the flicker. We organized 2 reimagined homecoming weeks. When teams couldn't allow a student section, we supported them through social media. And we might have even discovered some loopholes to show our support in person. Even our prom was up in the air for a while, and regardless of the ambiguities presented, we created a prom that was totally unique to our class. Despite the dilemmas we faced, our class took a match to those essential flickers of hope. We have spent the last 4 years together. Now, no two of us are embarking on the same path. Some of us may be enlisting in the military, entering a trade school, going to a 4-year college, or planning to marry rich. As we move on, in whichever way we choose, class of 2021, keep searching for those flickers of hope. If they seem to be extinguished, find a match. Force the flame to burn. Though we depart today, one thing is for certain. Our lives will not be constantly filled with flickers. There will be times where we cannot see our way, where it seems the flame has burned out. But if we can remember that finding flickers of hope is in our control, then our futures will be as bright as the biggest flame. Thank you, class of 2021, and congratulations.
The symphonic band under the direction of Taylor Henderson will now play Esprit de Corps by Robert Jagger. Our second student speaker is Grace Fannin, and her speech is titled, Life is Like a Movie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to welcome family, friends, staff, faculty, and alumni. Thank you all for being here tonight. I would also like to thank everyone for even making it possible to come together on this special occasion. I think we all can agree that 2020 and 2021 has been one for the books. I like to describe it as a treacherous, never-ending mountain, similar to the high school stairs that lead to the third floor. It's been rough, and we've had to overcome a lot of obstacles, but we did it, and we are finally here. Now, I could go on and talk about how we should follow our dreams and become inspirations to others, but I want to highlight something even more important. I would like to highlight something for the future high school students, something that I wasn't aware of when beginning my freshman year. And this is the fact that high school is absolutely nothing like High School Musical. Thanks a lot, Disney. First of all, there's no singing and dancing. Unless, of course, you're in Thunchel's room during a choir rehearsal. I'm pretty sure we all know those warm-ups by now. Also, boyfriends and girlfriends do not run after each other, confessing their love in the halls. Although I would argue our Romeo and Juliet performances in Lewis's class did come awfully close. But the absolute most disappointing part of them all is there's no Zac Efron. Now, although we don't act like the High School Musical Wildcats, and our high school was nothing like that spectacular film, I would argue that our lives do currently feel like a movie. I mean, come on, look around. We're wearing wizard robes. I don't know what more would classify as a movie character. The craziest part is we've become used to this movie plot. We stash extra masks in our car. We figured out that squinting our eyes and scrunching our eyebrows makes it look like we're smiling. And we practically have hand sanitizer holsters on our belt. And the smell of the hand sanitizer is a topic on its own. My mom likes to describe the smell as a Friday night in 1989. But whether it be smelly hand sanitizer or mask mandates, we've all had to find ways to adapt. And I just want to say that the class of 2021 has handled everything amazingly well. I'm so honored and proud to be a part of this family that takes challenges and turns them into celebrations. We were not given the typical senior year. We didn't get the Friday night lights, the student section at hockey games, volleyball, hot chocolate Fridays and Mama Lindstrom's, snowball, and through it all, we had to wear masks all day while social distancing. We even had to change to different learning models. However, this was our movie. We were the protagonists, and we got to decide our ultimate fate. So, we planned and organized a COVID-friendly homecoming and spring fling. We attended outdoor activities, we got our prom, and we didn't complain when plans changed multiple times. And most importantly, we showed up. We may have woken up 1 or 2 minutes before our Zooms, but we showed up. We not only proved that we can be flexible, but we taught everyone and ourselves how to embrace change. And everyone knows that the unexpected twists and turns of a movie is what causes the main character to struggle, because change is one of the hardest things we encounter during our lifetime. And we are about to encounter some of the biggest changes yet. But these changes do not define us. It is how we survive and how we adapt to this change that becomes our defining moments. And I can say with extreme confidence that we will all handle this exceptionally well. Because this is still our movie, and we still have the power to choose what we are going to do to change our world. And I know we will excel. We didn't let a global pandemic stop us, and I don't think there's much more that can defeat that type of power. Now, although we are the main characters of our own film, we defeated our enemies of a team. And the continued support within the class of 2021 is unlike anything I have seen before. We have laughed together, cried together, struggled together, and lived a huge portion of our lives together. Not once throughout the entire course of our movie did I ever feel alone. And these relationships we have built have lasted through high school and will continue to last a lifetime, and I cannot wait to see where it brings us. This is our movie, because as the Wildcats say, we're all in this together. And once a Wildcat, I mean Thunderhawk, always a Thunderhawk. Congratulations, class of 2021.
One of the reasons we are here tonight is to honor the academic achievements of the graduating class of 2021. We are extremely proud of all of our graduates. They have worked hard to reach this crucial milestone. Additional recognition is warranted for the students wearing the gold honor cords. These students have maintained a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Woo-hoo! The International Baccalaureate is a 2-year pre-university course of study for juniors and seniors. Many of our students obtain certificates in IB courses by completing the rigorous coursework and taking the IB exam. Each year, a few students seek the distinction of being an IB diploma candidate. This requires the student to study 6 IB courses, take IB exams, theory of knowledge, write an extended essay, and participate in a 2-year service-based project. This year, we recognize 4 students that have completed this challenging program and are the class of 2021 IB diploma candidates. Please stand as your name is called. Griffin Barr. Zachary Bolton. Grace Fannin. And Hunter Hillman. We are also pleased to recognize the top 5 graduating seniors in alphabetical order. Please stand as your name is read. Brady Bachman. Mackenzie Cole. Grace Fannin. Joshua Tim. And Elsa Viren. We are extremely proud of their accomplishments. Congratulations.
On behalf of the faculty and administration at Grand Rapids High School, I would like to present the graduating class of 2021. We certify that they have met the requirements for graduation prescribed by the state of Minnesota and Independent School District 318.
Thank you, Dr. Das. On behalf of the Board of Education of District 318, I accept these candidates for graduation as having met the requirements prescribed by the state of Minnesota and Independent School District 318.
Graduation is a ceremony of great significance in the lives of students. As such, it is important that we honor the dignity of this event. Please refrain from making loud noises, hoots, cheers, or applauding as the name of your graduate is called. All of our graduates deserve to know that they are honored, and when these interruptions occur, they may cover the name of the succeeding graduate, who is also worthy of the recognition. Thank you.
Andrew Sundberg.
Erica Benolkin.
Jared Baker.
Tabby Swanson.
Brady Bachman.
Taylor Polavina.
Trent Johnson.
Kelsey Olson.
Caden Hofstad.
Haley Riedenberg.
Kale Flores.
Chevy Simmons.
Grant Giffen.
Isaiah Edel.
Jack Pierce.
Judah Andrews.
Griffin Barr.
Frank Ganji.
Hunter Hillman.
Grace Bodenheimer.
Destiny Mack.
Darby Anderson.
Kenny Coastal.
Mia Jensen.
Dustin Reagan Hill.
Kira Johnson.
Haley Wangen.
Maylee Raymond.
Emily Iverson.
Cole Jan.
Claire Walsh.
Jackson Brockway.
Haley Onderlin.
Bishop Keyser.
Emily Brown.
Jason Lindquist.
Lily McInerney.
Grace Volkman.
Trevor Johnson.
Kira Miller.
Mackenzie Cole.
Isaac Lazaro.
Elsa Byron.
Elizabeth Gilhausen.
Megan Hansen.
Samara Eastman.
Emma Hernisman.
Delaney Potter.
Ellie Steppen.
Lauren Huso.
Catherine Eddy.
Kylie Marinucci.
Tessa McLean.
Reese Steffens.
Grace Fannin.
Ruby Hyduk.
Noel Gunderson.
Logan Erickson.
Josh Tim.
Raina Freilich.
Zachary Bolton.
Denali Johnson.
Sam Sturts.
Jillian Petz.
Abby Van Deen.
Megan Thonis.
Kylie Schaefer.
Abby Carnes.
Miranda Block.
Caitlin Stuber.
Sunshine Bishop.
Dawson Laugie.
Naomi Brink.
Marika Beachley.
Cheyenne Erb.
Hope Larson.
Kyle Letterman.
Emily Sheldrup.
Zephaniah Gogolai.
Lexi Munger.
Annika Caldwell.
Caitlin Sledham.
Jennifer Bowman.
Lacey Lindekugel.
Carissa Bissonette.
Tanisha Galloway.
Wyatt Pilkington.
Leighton Soderberg.
Austin Morrissey.
Madeline Porter.
Nicholas Langlor.
Nevaeh Lofstrom.
Blake Hendrickson.
Hannah Greniger.
Hunter Bischoff. John Bonner.
Keely Hall.
Wyatt Holcomb.
Jeffrey Wilson.
Braden Holcomb.
Abigail Paul.
Haley Lafreniere.
Emily Tinquist.
Ava Pierce.
Belle Watson.
Benjamin Bonner.
Morgan Goebel.
Cody Miller.
Andrew Pellercells.
Katie Wilson.
Gina Motherway.
Haley Zong.
Liddy Jade Wright.
Noah Brennan.
Gwendolyn Smith.
David Jr. Cook.
Courtney Speckle.
Eric Sickbernaus.
Allie Dixon.
Charmaine Seeley.
Abby Anderson.
Chloe Plackner.
Helene Fairchild.
Grace Razzie.
Lewis McCartney.
Kylie Hostetter.
Go, Kylie!
Madison Ryan.
Bella Drennan.
Kylie Unitas.
Kendra Moreland.
Jaden Pieren.
Riley Moore.
Natalie Dreeke.
Carter Furnessman.
Akira Griffiths.
Nathan Carr.
Matthew Haley.
Bruce Clemick.
Evan Rogala.
Nathan Robert.
Garrett Swanson.
Derek Erdman.
Chaz Adamson.
Andrew Pollock.
Ashley Wilson.
John Walters.
Caitlin Coons.
Kikoa Dowell.
Benjamin Bartholomew.
Steve Lottie.
Austin Green.
Jack Kelly.
Matthew Steeney.
Rain Snell.
Michael Thiel.
Trey Zong.
Emily Yost.
Quinton.
Amaya Kitola.
Chris Peterson.
Holly Hill Snyder.
Joel Lucine.
Annika McCauley.
Donnie Wynn.
Allison Benson.
Wade Browse.
Amy Benson.
Ian Bowe.
Natalie Bastian.
Devin Clinic.
Michaela Riondu.
Dominic Peterson.
Lydia Barkus.
Scotty Albrecht.
Kayla Nader.
Isaac Sisco.
Jackson Busher.
Zachary Crofton.
Travis Storley.
Jordan Kurtoff.
Megan Samala.
Braden Jones.
Morgan Tinquist.
Nick Tunnell.
Tana Arila.
Carter Olson.
Olivia Samala.
Landon Tubbs.
Daniel Long.
Tyler Prebeck.
Jack Canella.
Jonathan Watkins.
Jacob Peterson.
Courtney McCoy.
Camden Swenson.
Elijah Polkdra.
Jonathan Glatzmeyer.
Emily Ochoa.
Al Grossi.
Maya Trunt.
Caitlin Trombley.
Noah Dixon.
Eric Gunderson.
Noah Schmall.
Cole Tolrud.
Dominic Turner. Dave Kennedy.
Ryan Wolf.
Drew Kushel.
Jonah Panshishin.
Tyler Curtis.
Dylan Hillfox.
Aiden Lignell.
Emma Klunder.
Ben Cheney.
Joey Jones.
Ashton Hill.
April Clayton.
Leah Komala.
Allison Shannon.
Tucker Trump.
Jordan Kavilavon.
Tyler Pedersen.
Ashley Neary.
Cameron Fox.
Zach Nichols.
Emma Murphy.
Taylor Emerson.
Abigail Murphy.
Elijah Wallach.
Audrey Besland.
Lola Barber.
Shelby Wertman.
Andrew Iverson.
Madison Peterson.
Garrett Johnson.
Gretchen Beckridge.
William Wilburn.
Jackson Bearton.
Nathan Thomas.
Trey Winkles.
Phoenix Applegate.
Brendan Huntley.
Garrett Davis.
Carter Brewster.
Justin Kane.
Aaliyah Cootie.
Wyatt Simonson.
Katrina Ramsayer.
Miguel Swanson. Michael Finken. Elizabeth McLean. Aubrey Staskell. Jordan Coulter.
Michael Fitch.
The tassel ceremony symbolizes the transformation and acceptance of seniors to the next level of education and life. Seniors, please rise. You may now move your tassels. Congratulations.